I have the next 7 days to take a brand new account from Division 10 all the way into Division 1 without spending any money. So I started off by selecting the French nationality, and with a brand new season beginning and loads of all the promo cards being reintroduced into packs alongside the insane cards in the footies promo, the opportunity for upgrades was endless. And we pack a lot of these cards in this video. So we have just been given a starter pack as well as a free draft token, so we can already start to upgrade our team. So in this pack we're gonna get a gold card, and it's going to be an 84 rated. Now behind these cards were 3 awful players as well. But the beauty about a new account is that almost any player that you pack is an upgrade for your team. So I added the players that we got into our team, and then before even completing the foundation SPCs, I headed straight into Division Rivals because our goal was to make it all the way into Division 1 before the end of the week. Wait, how does this guy have this team in Division 10? But even though the teams that we were facing were way better than ours, our Division Rivals campaign started off beautifully. Bodo scores our first goal, and some things never change. Bodo once again. Division 10 is so easy. And in our first game, after scoring 2 more goals, our opponent would rage quit, and we had just earned our first win. However, in the second game, things would be no different, and we ended up winning this game by causing our opponent to rage quit. But it was in the third game when I realized a massive problem. Oh no? We conceded to a Division 10 player. Because this late into the game, our team was simply just outdated. No? What is happening? And after conceding 2 goals, our opponent would score a third, and we would proceed to lose this game. And then in the next game, we would fight hard in an extremely tough game, but ultimately end up losing. At this point, with time being a massive factor in this challenge, I knew that in order to progress, we had to upgrade our team first. So I instantly headed into the SPC section, and then using the coins that we got through match earnings, I completed the entire Foundations SPC. This then unlocked a bunch of other SPCs, and this is when I experienced love at first sight. Wait, Son has a premium footies SPC? We have to complete him in this video, because Son is one of my favorite players, and also one of the best items in the game, which is why I believe that he could help us get into Division 1, but as a result of these factors, this card is so expensive, and if we can complete him in this video, that would be massive. And motivated, I started to look for the next best way to upgrade our team. Now we had 24 objectives to claim, and while claiming these objectives, I saw that we had earned a draft token for just simply playing a game. Now on top of this, by just playing and winning draft games, we could get a bunch of extremely good packs that will not only help us to complete Son, but also upgrade our team. Now if you remember correctly, we already had a draft token from earlier on in this video, and so at this point, I entered into the draft, and this is a game mode that I never usually play, but with the rewards being so massive, it was silly not to. And after playing and winning all 4 games in the first draft, we had gotten some rewards, but before even opening these rewards, I redeemed the second draft token that we got through the objective, and since we only needed to win 2 more games to get some more really good packs, I did exactly that, and we now had a bunch of extremely good packs that could take our team from rags to riches. On top of this, for just playing 6 games, we have just earned ourselves a 94 rated once to watch Lewandowski, and with one massive upgrade acquired, it was time for us to open our packs, and so I started off with the tradable ones. First pack, let's make ourselves some coins, and we're just gonna get an 83 rated card. Now the rest of our tradable packs were bad as well, but I was making sure to sell everything from the players to the useless stadium customization items, because this would allow us to make as many coins as possible. And now that our tradable packs was done, it was time for us to start opening the draft objective rewards. We're gonna get a rule breaker in our first pack, and it's going to be Smith Rowe. He's going to be a massive upgrade for our team. Now behind Smith Rowe were some high rated cards as well, and that will help us to complete some SPCs. Next pack now, it's gonna be a road to the final, and it's an 88 rated Gerard Moreno. And we have Calvin Phillips in the pack as well. At this point, I'd continue to open our tradable packs, and we would continue to pack promo card after promo card, but after packing a duplicate Gerard Moreno, we had to use the other one in an SPC. So all of the SPCs available right now require a Team of the Week or a Team of the Season item, and because I don't want to use our coins to purchase a Team of the Week item, I'm just going to discard this Moreno, but there's a way of getting him back later on. I then went ahead and opened one of the last 2 packs that we had. Okay, what's this gonna be? Tony Cruz, that's a really nice high rated card. But behind Cruz was Jorginho. Now I discarded him, but like I said, we can get them back later on. Final pack now, and we're gonna get Calvin Phillips once again. And behind Calvin Phillips was Rodri and De Gea as well. At this point, I started adding all of the new players that we had gotten into our team, and since our team was now way better, we could start to push further in Division Rivals. Now while playing these games, I wanted to be completing objectives too, and after seeing that I needed to get goals and assists with a Mexican player, and also needed to score goals with the Serie A player as well, I purchased Lozano because he's a Mexican attacker from the Serie A, and so he's the perfect player to help us to complete these objectives. Smith Rowe now scores, and that's a Premier League goal which we need to score for Jimenez. Cruz finds Lewandowski into Lozano, and that's another goal. And after scoring these 2 goals, we would however unfortunately concede, but our team was way better now, so we responded strongly by scoring another 2 goals, and this allowed us to win this game. We were also making some good progress towards completing both of the objective cards, and so I started to play some more Division Rivals. Lozano, we have to score this. Yes, that's a finesse goal. And with our team being a lot better now, we scored another goal, but more importantly, we are now in Division 9, and there's just 9 more divisions to go. But our dominance run would not end there, because in the next 4 games that we played, our opponents were not capable of stopping our attack, and as a result of this, we were capable of scoring so many goals to the point where we just had to win 1 more game in order to get promoted. But they weren't going to make it easy on us. Wait, did I see correctly? I think this guy has the 99 rated version of Ronaldo, but we had a 94 rated once to watch Lewandowski. Lewandowski with the pass in. That's a lovely assist. However, after scoring that goal, defend that? No. We conceded a goal from a corner. Our opponent's Kaká would then slide their footies Cahill through, and he was not going to miss from there, and out of nowhere, we were losing this game. But we had a 94 rated once to watch Lewandowski. Lewandowski, lovely finish. However, unfortunately, that goal seemed to have woken up the beast. Oh no? Oh, who else? But we had a 94 rated once to watch Lewandowski. Lewandowski, that's another goal. The game's tied up. Gunter now, Franz Rafa, what a finish. Lewandowski, finds Smith Rowe, who finds the back of the net. And after taking a 2-goal lead, we would proceed to score 3 more goals and win this game as a result of that. This meant that we now made it into Division 8, and we only had to get promoted 8 more times. We were now also only 1 game away from acquiring 2 massive upgrades, and this is how that game went. We have Gunter on the wing, Lewandowski's in the box, and he scores. And this goal would allow us to beat this opponent 3-1, and now we have just gotten our first footies card on this account. But that isn't it, we also completed Jimenez, and now we have a level up striker as well. And to upgrade his card, all we had to do was score 5 finesse goals. Now at this point, we still had a duplicate to get rid of, and because I didn't want to quick sell him, I started to look for an SPC that I could complete. So EA have just released this incredible Premier League centre back card, and with majority of our team being from the Premier League, and this card not requiring a team of the week item, I'm gonna complete this SPC, and now we have a massive addition to our team, but we can also open some more packs. And so I started opening the packs that we got back from completing those player objectives, but then eventually while opening them, we ended up packing another Smith Rowe. Now this was a duplicate, and once again I didn't want to discard him, and so I had to find an SPC to complete. So we can't complete any of Son's squads right now, but there is this hero player pick, and the 84 rated squad doesn't require a team of the week. So to get rid of our duplicate item, I'm gonna complete the squad. And after completing that squad, I continued to open the rest of the packs that we had in our store, and then after all of these packs were opened, I crafted an 81 plus team of the week upgrade pack, and I did this because all of the good SPCs require a team of the week item, and now we needed to pack the highest rated card that we could. We're getting a walkout in a team of the week pack, and it's going to be an 88 rated Jonathan David. That is really good. I then went ahead and added all of the new cards that we got for our team, and at this point, our team is actually looking really good, and we can upgrade our Jimenez card by scoring a finesse goal in 5 separate matches, so I think it's time for us to play some more division rivals. But at this level, going out of our way to try and complete this objective caused us to concede a goal. However, after this, we will proceed to get our finesse goal with Jimenez, and now that I wasn't focused on completing an objective, I could focus on winning the game, and that's exactly what I did. After this, I'd continue to win another 2 games, getting the finesse goals that I needed to in each of these games, and at this point, we were 1 win away from making it into the next division. Jimenez now finds Rafa, who finds the back of the net, and we were on our way to promotion in style. Jimenez, that's the finesse goal! And after getting that goal, it didn't matter who scored the next ones, and we would proceed to score another couple of goals, cause our opponent to rage quit, and win this game as a result of that. On top of this, we are now in Division 7, and we're making good progress right now. On top of this, winning the next game meant that Jimenez would be upgraded. Cut it back. That has to be a foul. Lewandowski with the penalty, and he scores. But after scoring this goal, our opponent would score one with their team of the season Kevin De Bruyne. We'd then respond by getting the final finesse goal that we needed, but even though we had no objective to worry about, this game was still back and forth. We'd ultimately end up winning it, and this meant that Jimenez's objective was complete. But after upgrading Jimenez, I had to make the toughest decision of this video so far. Wait, why are we getting a player pick? Wait, there's 3 different cards, but the only difference is the image. Oh, so I have to choose the best image. And after minutes of extremely intense thinking, I eventually just went with the first image because I felt like that was the best one. I then also saw that by just completing a moment's objective, we could get the XP to get another decent pack. So I started playing my favorite game mode, which is also the most rewarding game mode as well. And after getting the 3 stars that we needed, I spent it on a starter pack. And with the player that I packed, I felt like my time was well spent. But thanks to completing that objective, we now had 2 decent packs to open. Oh, we're getting a promo card. I forgot what this one is called, but it's going to be an 86 rated card. Although he won't be getting anywhere near our team, we can obviously use him in SPCs. I then opened the biggest pack that we had, and unfortunately this gave us the smallest reward, but we then needed to complete the hero player pick that we started completing because there wasn't much time before the player pick expired, and so using the Foot web app, I recovered the 2 players that we packed earlier. But unfortunately at this point, we still didn't have enough high rated cards to complete this SPC. And because of this, I looked through the objectives, and then I saw that by just winning 1 game in the Footies Cup, we could get a decent pack. And so I went into my first game, but unfortunately ended up losing in extra time. However, it was in the second game where I picked up a win, and these wins are extremely important because you are limited to only being able to play 5 games per day in this game mode. So we got the win that we needed, and now we have this pack as well. But if I complete the throwback marquee matchups SPC, I can get some more XP, and we are very close to getting to level 5 where we can get another significant upgrade. So after realizing this, I completed the first squad of the marquee matchups SPC, but unfortunately we didn't have the resources to complete the rest of it. But we did get a tradable pack back from that SPC. Now I couldn't open this pack because as always I had a duplicate that I needed to get rid of, but after using this duplicate as well as a 94 rated ones to watch Lewandowski, I could complete the 88 rated squad. Okay, so that's the hero player pick complete, and since we've racked up a decent amount of coins right now, these are the 5 positions that I want to upgrade, so let's hopefully pull something massive from this player pick. Okay, hero player pick, give me Ginola. Oh, now in this player pick I had to decide between Ollie and Joe Cole. And because Ollie had 5-star skills, initially I was leaning more towards him. However, Joe Cole is extremely flexible and can do a lot of positions, so I had to take him and slot him into the right mid position. Now at this point we had 44,000 coins and I really wanted to get Mbappe, but unfortunately he was 78,000 coins, so I had to get the Walmart version of him. And because I did want to eventually get Mbappe and PSG has an incredibly good right back, I purchased Hakimi, and then for the midfield position I wanted to get Atal, but unfortunately we were just a little bit short on coins. And because of this I opened one of the tradable packs that we had in the store, and although we didn't get anything good, I could still sell all of these items and this would give us the amount of coins that we needed to get Atal. Here's Atal's incredible card, let's purchase it for 23,000 coins. Now after purchasing Atal, we were left with 4,200 coins, and I really wanted to get Kimpembe because I planned on getting Mbappe later on, but unfortunately he was 4,500 coins, and so we had to wait for some players to sell. So we can't afford Kimpembe right now, but let's open this pack to hopefully get some coins. We're gonna get a promo card. French centre back, no way. No way, you can't write this. And after being handed the upgraded version of the exact player that I wanted to purchase, I opened the pack that we got from the Footies Cup objective, which gave us some more high rated cards. Then I added all of our new items into our team, and at this point, this is what our team was looking like. Now we have 3 games left in the Footies Cup, and I do want to work on this on a daily basis to get all of the packs, so I'm going to start playing these games. And our new team was exceptional. Our attackers were scoring goals, our midfield was helping us to win the ball back, and the partnership that we had in Reem and Kimpembe was absolutely solid as well. Thanks to this, we won the 3 games that we had left on this day, and we had gotten ourselves another pack from the objective. From this pack, we would only end up packing an 85 rated card, and so at this point, I checked to see if we could complete one of Son's squads using all of the cards that I was willing to use in the SPC, and unfortunately, we still couldn't complete one. And it was at this point when I realized something. If we want to complete Son's SPC, we're gonna have to play in the Champions Finals, because that's the quickest way of getting extremely good rewards, and it's also the only way that we can complete Son. I remember those qualification points that we got from playing in Division Rivals. We had to get 1,250 of them in order to play in the qualifiers, which we needed to play in order to play in the Champions Finals. And so the next step for me was to play in Division Rivals, because that will allow us to get those points, but also progress further in the divisions. And because Son is one of my favorite players, and we needed to get him so that we could get into Division 1, I went into the next few games motivated. And as a result of this, we dominated the first few games that we went into, and eventually we were 1 game away from achieving promotion. And in order to get promoted, this was the team that we had to beat. Calvin Phillips, good challenge. Jimenez, yes, we're up by 1 goal. Lacazette now finds Jimenez, and he finds the back of the net. Calvin Phillips into Joe Cole, you have to score, and he does. But after scoring this goal, our opponent would score 1 back. However, we then proceed to score another 3 goals and win this game as a result of this. Yes, we are now in Division 6. We're almost halfway. I then proceed to win my first game in Division 6. However, I'd end up losing the second one. Now I couldn't stop playing because I needed to get the qualification points, but the games were starting to get a lot tougher. So I continued to play these games, and I had to try extremely hard to win with the team that we currently had. But after giving it my all and picking up a win streak, we were eventually only 1 game away from making it into the next division. But on top of that, winning that game would also get us the qualification points that we needed to play in the Champions Finals. Okay, this is a massive game, we have to win this one. And early on, it looked like we would. Joe Cole finds Gosens, who finds the back of the net. Jimenez once again withdrew. No way, he fouled me. Well, he got himself a red card. Jimenez scores. We have a 2-goal lead and our opponent has a red card. And as a result of our opponent having a red card, we were capable of scoring 5 more goals and winning this game as a result of this. On top of this, we now had enough qualification points to play in the Champions Finals, but we had also made it into Division 5, which means that we're now halfway done with our challenge. Our players that we listed are also now sold, and I also went ahead and opened some of the packs that we got from playing those games. And so at this point, since we now had more resources, I started completing the market matchups SPC because it would give us XP that would help us to get to level 5 in the season pass. Market matchups pack. And we're gonna get an 86 rated Lukaku. That's actually massive, because I could then sell this card and then complete the rest of the market matchups SPC using some of the coins that I got from selling him. So we have just completed the market matchups SBC, but that means we have now made it to level 5 in the season pass. Now we already have some good strikers, and there are some incredible cards and packs right now. So I'm gonna take this pack, and then worst case scenario, we get some good cards that we can use in other SBCs. I then started opening our market matchups packs, and the first one was average. However, I could sell all of the items in this pack, and therefore make some coins from it. Next pack now, and my goal is to get enough coins for Mbappe, and we're gonna get a promo card, and it's a walkout as well. Oh, we got Verratti. He could actually work in our team. And then behind Verratti was another promo card, along with some other players who I could quick sell for some coins. And after quick selling those players, we had our 84 plus times 5 pack to open that we got from the season objective. We're getting a rule breaker, and it's gonna be Calvin Phillips, who we already have. Oh, but Sissoko's in there as well, and he can actually fit into our team. And after adding these two players into our team, we no longer needed Verratti and Natal. And so I listed both of these items for sale. But then I saw that there was a possibility that after selling Lacazette, we could actually afford Mbappe. So I went ahead and sold Lacazette. And while waiting for these players to sell, I stumbled upon this Martin Terrier SBC, and because we do have some League 1 players in our team, and this SBC was also quite affordable as a result of not requiring a team of the week, I started contemplating completing it. But then I saw something and I was sold. Wait, so by just getting an assist in 5 separate matches, we can upgrade Terrier, and he'll actually get 5-star skills. So I'm definitely completing this SBC because this one's a no-brainer. So after completing him and getting another massive upgrade, our players had just sold, and we could get another massive upgrade. So we now have 89,000 coins, and I'm pretty sure that's enough for Mbappe. And it is, let's purchase him. And just like that, we made enough coins to purchase Mbappe in less than 7 days. After this, I added our new players into our team. The area where I was going to try out our new upgrades was the qualifiers for the Champions Finals. Terrier now, we need to get assists with him. Mbappe, and that's a lovely finish. And this card made the game so much easier. Mbappe, lovely goal. And Mbappe would continue to destroy our opponents, and this would allow us to win this game. At this point, I also noticed that by just playing and winning games in the Champions playoffs, we were working our way towards getting some decent packs. And so I went into the next few games, getting the assists that I needed to with Terrier, and also winning the games that I needed to qualify for the Champions Finals. And before I knew it, we are now qualified for the Champions Finals. I then started to look at alternatives for Son, because I wasn't sure if I'd get all the fodder to complete this card. But even though there were some good cards, completing any of them wouldn't be as special as completing Son's premium footies card, so I had to stay focused on the main objective. Now we still had some games left in the qualifiers, and because you get better rewards as you win more games in the qualifiers, I played the rest of these games and won as many of them as I could. So we are now qualified for the Champions Finals, and we also have a lot of packs from completing these objectives. But because we also completed Terrier's objective, he now has 5-star skills and he's a lot higher rated. And so I added him into our team. So our footies games have refreshed, and I'm gonna go ahead and play these games. And with our new team, these games went incredibly well, and we ended up winning all 5 games that we played on this day. We now also had a lot more packs to open because we hadn't opened our qualifier packs just yet. Now Jimenez has not been that good for us, so to replace him, I want to make enough coins from our qualifier rewards so we can purchase Janola's foot hero item. First tradable pack. And we're gonna get a special card, and it's an 87 rated one as well. Now packing these special items was really good, because every single one of these items had a quick sell value of 10,000 coins. And hopefully this, combined with selling all the other items in the pack for as many coins as I could, would allow me to get the coins that I needed to be able to purchase Ginola. I then continued to open some of the tradable packs that we had, and after opening and selling all of the items that we had in most of them, we were down to our final tradable pack. Final tradable pack now, we need to make at least 15,000 coins. And we're getting a promo card, so we at least made 10,000 coins here. And yeah, I don't think anybody's buying this card, but we can quick sell him for 10,000 coins. And after selling him, along with some other items that were in that pack, we got very close to being able to purchase Ginola. But since we also had players on the transfer list, while waiting for them to sell, I started opening some of the untradable packs that we had from objectives. Prince Striker. Oh, I thought we just got Mbappe. But miraculously, in our very next pack, Prince Striker. No way! We ended up packing a 91 rated untradable Mbappe. Now this was massive because it meant we could sell our tradable version of Mbappe, and that freed up so many coins that we could use in upgrading the rest of our team. I then proceeded to open the rest of the untradable packs that we had, and although we didn't pack anything special, we did get a bunch of high rated cards. Now we have a duplicate Sancho, so I'm going to look for any SPCs we can complete. And upon looking for SPCs, I saw that EA had released a 93 rated premium shapeshifter center back, and this crown on the top of the card means that it's a premium item, and all premium items have full chemistry as long as they're in the correct position. And because we needed a team of the week item for that SPC, I used Sancho in the 81 plus team of the week upgrade, and after opening the pack and getting the team of the week item, I used it to complete St. Just's SPC, and we now had another insane footies item in our team. Mbappe had also sold, and this meant that I could afford to purchase Ginola, and since we still had a lot of coins left, I could also purchase Atal's level up card, as well as Yaya Touré's foot hero item. I then saw that I had to get rid of De Gea, so that I could purchase Donnarumma, and after purchasing Donnarumma, we only had 4 coins left, but this was our team, and it was the team ready to enter into the Champions Finals. So the Champions Finals ends in 12 hours, and it's currently midnight where I'm from, so I'm going to have to pull off an all-nighter, but we need to somehow miraculously get 14 wins, which is rank 4 rewards, to have any chance at all of being able to complete Son. But in the very first game that I played, I found an extremely tough opponent, and after conceding 2 goals, I was only capable of scoring 1 goal back, and somehow, we had just lost the first game that we played in the Champions Finals. Now after losing this game, I saw that we had completed an objective, which gave us an 82 plus rated player pack, and so I decided to open this pack, and I was hopeful to get something that would help me out. Wait, we just got a team of the icon? Oh, we're gonna get Vidic. And although both the centre backs in our team was better than this card, this made completing Son that much more realistic. And with this newborn belief, I was capable of winning my second game in the Champions Finals. However, after winning this game, I'd lose the very next game that I played, and then in our fourth game, once again I had found an extremely tough opponent, and after being taken all the way to penalties, I'd eventually end up finding my second win. Now since you only have 20 games in total, to get rank 4 you need to win 14 and you can only lose 6, but at this point I was 2-2, which meant that we were not on par to get rank 4 rewards. To make things even worse, I went into another game, and after my opponent saw that he'd most likely lose to me, he ended up turning his console off while the game was tied, and although this did frustrate me, in the very next game that I played my opponent gave me a free win, and so I started to feel a little bit better. Now after getting that free win, I'd capitalized on it by winning the next game that I played. However, I didn't lose another game to an extremely skilled opponent. Even though I did lose another game, this didn't really affect me that much, because we hadn't been playing for that long, and we had already built an insane team. And because our team was this good, it actually gave us a chance in the Champions Finals, because although I felt like Joe Cole was holding us back, Terrier, Ginola and Mbappe were firing on all cylinders. On top of this, Yaya Toure was insane in the midfield, and St. Just was solid at the back as well. And as a result of this combination, we'd end up winning 4 games in a row, before losing one, and then winning another one after that. And at this point, we needed to win 3 out of our last 5 games in order to get rank 4 rewards. However, in our next game, we'd find an extremely skilled opponent, and lose this game as a result of that. And then in the game after this, we were taken to extra time by another really good opponent, and after scoring in extra time to take the lead, our opponent would score 1 goal back to equalize. But I knew that I couldn't afford to lose any games, so I tried my best, and as a result of that, I managed to win this game. At this point, I found the exact same opponent that just beat us 2 games ago, and after conceding early on, it was time for me to get my revenge. Atal finds Ginola. Good skill, falls to Mbappe, and we're in the lead in this game. But after taking the lead, our opponent would break through our defense and equalize the game as a result of that. But I had no choice and had to win these games, and on top of this, I knew that I could do it too. Oh, there has to be a penalty. Yaya Toure with the penalty. And the composure is real. And after dominating against this opponent, Atal would find Ginola and he'd give us a 2-goal lead. That goal would also allow us to win this game, and we now only had to win 1 out of our last 2 games. But in the penultimate game, we'd find the exact same opponent who we'd now lost against once and beaten once as well. But in this game, because we had just shown that we could beat them, they ended up forfeiting the game while it was tied up, which gave them a loss and didn't affect our campaign at all. And after eventually finding another opponent, I would try my best to win this game. Ginola. Lovely finish. But every game at this point was a tough game. Oh no. No. But I knew that I could win this game. Ginola. That's a lovely finish. Yaya Toure finds Ginola, who finds the back of the net. That has to be the winner. And that goal would end up allowing us to win this game. And since we were also in a position where we didn't need the final game that we had, we gave the game away as a free win, which was the right thing to do. But with an account less than 1 week old, we got rank 4 rewards in the Champions Finals, and it was time for us to open it. Okay, so the first few player picks were okay. We got some decent high rated cards, but we now have Shapeshifter and Team of the Season player picks. And the first one's not going to be that great, but I will take the Stegen because he is the highest rated card. Final player pick, please give me something that goes into my team. Oh, we got Zaha's premium Shapeshifter card, a card which is worth more than 200,000 coins. So I obviously ended up choosing him. I then opened our tradable Jumbo Rare Players pack, and although we didn't pack anything crazy, cumulatively these cards would help us make a lot of coins. But we now had an untradable Team of the Season or Shapeshifters player pack, and this could be massive for our account. Okay, so we're getting a Team of the Season. Is that Casemiro? That's really good. We can use him in our team. And behind Casemiro was Adeyemi and Fofana as well. Now adding Casemiro into the team meant that I could sell Yaya Toure, who was in his position, and then I also saw that I could now complete the highest rated squad for Son, but it was quite late into this challenge, so I didn't make a decision just yet. At this point, I also sold Atal, and then purchased a midfielder who would give us some more chemistry on our team, and then I decided to make a decision. So we can afford to complete Son's most expensive squad, and on this website, this SPC is coming in at around 700,000 coins, but the most expensive squad is 233,000 of those coins. Now, since we have about 150,000 coins on our account already, and we can afford to complete the most expensive squad, it means that moving forward, we have to get 300,000 coins worth of fodder somehow. Now after completing the first squad, we still had some fodder left, so that would reduce the amount a little. Now our goal was still to make it into Division 1, and since we hadn't tried playing Division Rivals with our new team after we made the insane upgrades, I started to play some more Division Rivals. And because our team was so good, we easily won the first 2 games that we played. I then however sold Fred and purchased Yaya Toure once again because Fred just wasn't doing it for me. After this, I continued to play some more Division Rivals, and although the games were starting to get a lot tougher, we were still winning games, and eventually we were 1 game off from making it into Division 4. Ginola now. Finds Mbappe, who finds the back of the net. However, shortly after scoring this goal, we would concede one, and getting promotion started to look a lot tougher. Terrier finds Toure, who finds Mbappe, good skill, and we're in the lead once again. And it was insane how much easier this card made the game. Mbappe once again, and he scores another goal. At this point, we would continue to destroy this opponent, and as a result of winning this game, we had now made it into Division 4. Now because the games were getting a lot tougher, and the next big upgrade that we could make at this stage was completing Son's SBC, I devised a plan to do exactly that. So we can get 2 decent packs from the Footies Cup, and that's going to give us a lot of fodder to help to complete Son. On top of that, we hadn't finished the level up draft objectives, and once we win 12 games, we'll get all of these packs, and then hopefully these packs will give us the high rated cards that we need to complete some of Son's squads. Now remember, even if these cards weren't enough to help us to complete Son, it would bring down the overall value that we need to have, and at that point, we could just use coins to purchase the last few players that we needed. And I didn't want to spend 15,000 coins on a draft token, so I completed the draft upgrade SPC, I then went ahead and built the best draft that you've ever seen, and then won that entire draft and had the rewards to open. Now from the packs that we got back from the draft, we didn't get anything special, however I did sell everything as these packs were tradable. I then claimed the packs that we got from the objective, and then I started opening them. First pack is going to be an 88 rated Bernardo Silva, and that's a decent card to pull. And then the second pack is going to have an 85 rated card. Oh, but behind him is an 88 rated card, so let's see if we can complete any of Son's squads. But after using these players, I saw that I still couldn't complete any of Son's squads. Now we weren't done yet with the draft objectives, so I crafted another draft token, and this is we only needed to win 2 games. I did that, and we now had even more packs to open. Now the first pack from the draft was really bad, but the second pack was a bit different. Second pack, we're gonna get an 86 rated promo card, and it's tradable as well, so we can sell all of this. And it was important that I sold these cards and made as many coins as I could, because whatever portion of Son we couldn't complete with fodder, the coins that we had could make the difference. I then also claimed 2 incredible packs from the draft objective, and after packing 3 88 rated cards in the first pack, and one of them being a duplicate Bernardo Silva, we had to complete an SPC. So we can't complete Son's second most expensive squad, but if I purchase these 3 high rated cards, we can then actually complete Son's squad, and this is why having coins comes in clutch. And so I spent 70,000 coins on purchasing the 3 cards that we needed, and that allowed me to submit the second most expensive squad for Son. Doing this also dropped its overall price to only 270,000 coins, but since we still had some fodder in our club, I used this in another squad, and then I spent another 70,000 coins purchasing the exact 3 players that I did for the previous squad, and this allowed us to complete the second most expensive squad for Son, and all of a sudden, we were only 124,000 coins away from completing his entire card. And although we still had some fodder left, and I could use the coins that we had left to help us to complete the final squad, I wanted to use these coins on upgrading our team, and then complete the Footies Cup objective to get the fodder that we needed for the final squad. Now, unfortunately, I had to still wait for our games to refresh, but since I had a better idea of how many coins were available to me, I sold Yaya Toure and then purchased Bruno's Team of the Season card for our midfield. So while we wait for our games to refresh, I'm gonna enter into some more Division Rivals. And so I started playing some more Division Rivals, but because we didn't make that many upgrades to our team, the games were still incredibly tough. Now as a result of this, I ended up drawing the first game that I played, and in the second game, after conceding to our opponent's Son, and also having to make a comeback, it became clear to me that pushing in Division Rivals was pointless to do with the team that we had. So our games have now refreshed, and I want the best chance of winning in the Footies Cup, so I'm gonna sell Bruno, and now that he's sold, I'm gonna purchase this card for almost 100,000 coins, and this should help us win the games that we need to. And helping us win was exactly what he did, and this card also surprised me with how good he was. But after winning those games, we had completed all of the objectives for the Footies Cup, and we now had some incredible packs to open. First pack, and we're going to get an 89 rated Allison, and behind him was some more high rated cards as well. After this, we then opened the 85 times 10 pack, and once again, we wouldn't get anything special, however we did get some more high rated cards. Now even with all of these high rated cards, it still wasn't enough to complete the final squad, but we needed to purchase a Spurs player anyway, and so why not use Son to complete his own SBC? Okay, so we only have 25,000 coins left. Is that enough to get Son? It is. Here's Son for 22,000 coins, and now we can complete the final squad, and just like that, on an account younger than 7 days, we completed the premium Footies Son SBC. and I don't understand why, but there was no animation for completing this card. I then added Son into our team, and for chemistry purposes, I had to sell Donnarumma and then replace him with De Gea. But now this is the team that we built in less than 7 days, and it's also the team that we need to push all the way to Division 1 with in only 4 hours. And on his debut, I learned that this card was different, and he was the best decision we ever made. Ginola, Son, and that's 2 on his debut. However, after scoring 2 goals, our opponent would reply extremely strongly by scoring 3 goals of their own. Now, fortunately for us, after Son received the ball, our opponent would be forced to take him out, and this would result in him getting a red card. And our opponent getting a red card would be the factor that allowed us to get back into this game. But it was in this game when I learned a massive lesson. Because although Ginola and Mbappe were good, I found myself looking for Son all the time, because as good as they were, he was a tier above. And in this game, it would literally be because of Son that we were capable of actually winning it. And in our very next game, I ended up finding the opponent that we lost our first game in the Champions Finals to. But this time, we had Son scores. Let's go. Zaha now. The squad has been absolutely insane. Finds Mbappe, who finds Gosens, and we score a goal. This goal would then cause this opponent to forfeit, and this allowed us to pick up a win streak, which is crucial because it speeds up the process of making it through the divisions. But it was in the next game when I noticed a massive problem, because after finding the exact same opponent that I just beat, they ended up leaving while the game was tied up. This left us in the same position, but because finding games at this point took such a long time, every time something like this happened, it decreased our chances of completing this challenge. And eventually, when we would find a game, it would be against an extremely tough opponent. Oh no? No, we concede. And this would usually be a game that we'd lose. But because we now had Son, we had a better chance of winning them. And after equalizing in this game, my opponents and I would not be able to score against each other until late on into the game. Zaha, we need to catch up to him. No. No. We can't afford to lose a game. But Son would do his best to make sure that we didn't. Son finds Teria, who finds Ginola. Yes, we equalize. But with not much time left, even a draw would be a horrible result. Son scores and is most likely won the game for us in the 89th minute. And thanks to Son, we kept our win streak. However, in the next game, we'd once again find an extremely tough opponent. And even though we did concede a lot of goals in this game, it was thanks to Son that we at least drew this game 3-3. It was also at this point when I realized something, because at the beginning of the video I mentioned that a brand new season had started, and in FIFA at the start of every season, every single player is pushed back 2 divisions. And since we were deep in Division 4 and the season had just reset, we were basically playing against players who were deep in Division 2, which meant that if we could make it to Division 3, we'd be playing against players who are in Division 1. And with this in mind, I was more mentally prepared for every game to be extremely tough, and so I tried my best to win all of these games. And Ginola scoring a second goal for us in this game would allow us to win this game, and if we could win one more, we wouldn't be far off of a win streak. And in the very next game that I played, I would absolutely dominate. I also realized that I found myself looking for Son a lot more, because he was by far the best player on our team, and so doing this would increase our chances of winning these games. And winning this game is exactly what would occur, and if we won the next 2 games in a row, we'd make it into Division 3. Now in the first game, we'd find the exact same opponent that we just beat in the last one, and once again, thanks to Son, who was just absolutely incredible for us, we were capable of heavily outscoring our opponent in this game, and winning this game as a result of this. At this point, we were 1 game away from Division 3, and with the amount of time that we had left, we had to make sure that we won this game. Oh no. Oh, good block from Zaha. Oh, but it was offside anyway. No, we have to defend this lob pass. And St. Just is too quick for him. Son now. How does he still have the ball? This card is broken. Son once again finds Casemiro, who finds Teria. Can we find Ginola? We do, and that's a goal. And after scoring this goal, quick thinking from Mbappe would allow us to have a chance. Mbappe, I'm gonna shoot. We cancel the shot. And now find the pass. And Son is there to finish as well. Teria now. Let's use Son. Into Casemiro, who finds Fernandez, who finds Gosens, who finds the back of the net. However, later on into this game, our opponent would score a goal. But then after finding Son, he'd have the opportunity to put this game to bed. Son, what a finish! And with the form that we were on, it seemed like we were unstoppable too, because we had now made it into Division 3, where in theory Division 1 players are right now. But unfortunately, due to running out of time, technically we have failed this challenge. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy one of these ones. So go ahead and click on any of those videos to watch them.